Bill, are there tax advantages to timber as an asset relative to sale?
Yes, you can, unlike most other assets, it's part of the property, and if you sell the timber off of a piece of land, you can take capital gains on that as opposed to an ordinary income. It does reduce the basis of the property, so you have to take that into account because you still want to have some basis in the land, but you can reduce, the basis is reduced, but then you can take capital gains on the difference or the value of the timber when you sell it. Now you have to own it at least a year before you can take capital gains on it. But then you can expense replanting, also the management, trips to the property, those type of things are all tax advantages that you can use on a timberland stand.
And so you would want to consult your tax advisor before you did anything to...
You definitely need a CPA to advise you on that as to, what expenses are allowable and the best way to approach that, from a long-term investment standpoint.
Thank you. And now when you actually, if you decide to sell, there are different ways of selling as well, because, there's lump sum versus pay as they cut or whatever. Can you explain that?
Yes, the most popular way is a lump sum sale, which property is put up for, or the timber is put up for bid, and you receive bids from timber operations, loggers, and that usually will bring the best price. Now, there are other areas that is not the best way to do it, particularly when you're doing a thinning or a select cut. You're not sure exactly what is coming out, so that is usually done on a per unit basis, either per 1,000 board feet, per cord of pulpwood, or per ton, which is a more recent way of doing it, because it's that it's per ton of fiber basically.
Right.
And you can, and that is, the way it's measured in a lot of cases.
And if it's going to be a select cut, you would want to get a forester to particularly be careful with that, correct, and mark the trees that will be taken, and then monitor to make sure that trees that aren't supposed to be taken are left. So that's, but that would also be, that's why it would be done on a per ton basis. It would be better.
Yes, it's very, important to have somebody monitor it, because those are areas that can create problems in what they take off and what you get paid for.